This is a city we always wanted to visit, and now we're finally here.
We're super excited to see what Perth has to offer. After dreaming of Perth for so many years, we finally made it here. And believe us, we made the most out of it.
We had such an unforgettable time and we can't wait to share it with you. Let's go explore Perth! Elizabeth Quay is such a fun area to explore. It's right on the waterfront and has a great mix of modern architecture, public art and, of course, gorgeous views of the harbour.
We started by walking around the harbour, just taking it all in. There's always something happening here. Boats coming and going, people strolling along the waterfront, and plenty of spots just to enjoy the view. One of the highlights was the Elizabeth Quay Bridge. It's got such a cool design with big sweeping arches, and you get some of the best views of the harbor.
Nearby is the Bell Tower, one of Perth's most iconic landmarks. It's home to a set of historic bells from St. Martin in the Fields in London, which date back to the 14th century. You can go inside for $15 per person, but since it was late in the afternoon, we just admired it from the outside.
You can use the Smart Rider for the ferry rides as well, free on Sundays.
We highly recommend hopping on the Elizabeth Quay ferry for a short ride over to South Perth. It's a quick trip, but once you get to the other side, the views of the Perth skyline are absolutely stunning. If you're looking for the perfect cityscape shot, this is the place to go.
Perth CBD has such an exciting mix of history, culture and modern city life, and we had some amazing experiences here.
One of the highlights was visiting the WA Museum, Boola Bardip. Boola Bardip means many stories, and this museum definitely delivers on that. Entry is just $15, but for the same price we became year members, which gave us unlimited visits. Such a great deal.
The museum offers free guided tours, so we joined the Aboriginal Culture and History Tour. Our guide, Nat, introduced us to significance of songlines and the 6 seasons of the local Nyungar people. It was fascinating to learn how deeply connected everything is.
We also explored the wildlife exhibit, where we saw some of WA's unique biodiversity, including dinosaurs.
We loved the museum so much that we came back the following Saturday for a free Aboriginal dance performance. It started with a cleansing smoke ceremony. Then we watched dancers mimicking kangaroos and emus. Their movements were so precise that it really reminded us of the animals we saw in the wild.
We're here at the Yagan Square, and after we saw the Aboriginal dance performance yesterday at the WA Museum, we saw that there will be another one, we believe, like an cooperation between the Aboriginal dance performers and Native American dance group today here at the square, and we're really excited to watch it.
The performance began with a welcome to country ceremony led by a dance from the local Aboriginal mob.
We are the Native Pride Productions. Although our dancers, my family, comes to different parts of the United States.
This was followed by Native American dances. Hunter from Montana led the Eagle Dance with his powerful voice and drums.
Logan from the Seneca Nation, dressed in a shimmering dress, performed a smoke dance. Larry from a tribe in Iowa, with his full feathered headdress, brought the horse dance to life.
The combination of the Aboriginal didgeridoo and Native American song was absolutely unforgettable. We had goosebumps the entire time, and the performance left us profoundly moved. We also joined a free Perth walking tour. Our guide Rob told us that Perth is the third windiest city in the world.
The locals call the afternoon breeze the Fremantle Doctor because it often brings relief from the heat. The tour took us through the downtown cultural center, where we saw the WA Museum's old prison building and the oldest grapevine in the Southern Hemisphere.
then wandered into London Court, a hidden little alleyway that looks like it's straight out of medieval England. It was such a cool contrast to the modern city surrounding it. We also walked across the Matagarup Bridge, a stunning footbridge over the Swan River.
So the design of the arches of the Matagarup Bridge can be interpreted in several ways. It can be seen as ribbons or swans or the wagile. And we didn't know what wagile means, so we looked it up. And it means that is a snake-like spirit in Noongar Aboriginal mythology that is responsible for the creation of the landforms and waterways in the southwest of Western Australia.
If only for another night, I'm trying, baby, but I just can't forget you. Can't stop, no, can't stop overnight. Can't stop when your heart is on the line.
Since we're both sports fans, we couldn't resist checking out Optus Stadium. As we arrived, we saw cyclists finishing a 200k ride to raise money for cancer patients. It was so inspiring to see their dedication.
Waking up beside you like it's a habit. Don't know how it happened. We do this every time, it's just so classic. Still don't know why we let go. I'm trying to find a let.
Optus Stadium is home to two AFL teams, the West Coast Eagles and the Fremantle Dockers, and it seats 60,000 crazy fans.
Hate me if I pulled you closer, if only for another night. I'm trying, baby, but I just can't forget you. Can't stop, no, can't stop overnight.
James found us a free guided walking tour in the King's Park, and it's every day at 10 and 1 o'clock. We will join today.
Kings Park is Perth's green heart, and it's absolutely massive, one of the largest city parks in the world.
The free daily guided walk took us through the Botanic Garden, which was a great way to learn about Western Australia's unique native plants. Our guide Catherine explained the crazy challenges that plants face here: intense heat, lack of water, fire, and soil that's millions of years old and incredibly nutrient poor.
And yet, nature finds a way. Some of these plants have developed the most fascinating adaptations, like unique pollination methods to help them survive.
And eucalyptus flowers, as you can see, have lost their petals. So eucalyptus flowers don't have petals. The petals, in fact, have joined with the sepals to form the cap. So this is a protective cap for the flower.
The walk lasts about 90 minutes and covers 1.5 kilometers. No booking needed, just meet at the signpost outside the Visitor Information Center.
With stunning views of the Perth skyline and the Swan River, Kings Park is easily one of the best viewpoints in the entire city. We returned another evening and walked across the Lottery West Federation Walkway. It's a bridge that lets you walk above the treetops. It's a beautiful spot, especially in the late afternoon when the light filters through the trees.
We also went to one of Perth's most famous photo spots, the Blue Boat House on the Swan River. It's a little wooden boathouse that sits right on the water, and there's always a line of people waiting to take selfies. And guess what? We got in line for that famous boathouse selfie as well.
Then we climbed to the top of the DNA Tower. It's a spiral staircase, and from the top you have endless views. And on a clear day, you can even see the Indian Ocean in the distance. But the absolute highlight of our many visits to Kings Park was Boorna Waanginy, the Trees Speak. It was a magical light and sound show that completely transforms the park after dark. The trees literally come to life with high-tech projections, animation and music while sharing Aboriginal stories about caring for country and the cycle of regrowth and renewal.
Morning.
It was breathtaking. Fire flickered, rain fell, plants bloomed, and giant birds and animals roamed above us in the treetops. It was like walking through a dream. We felt so lucky to experience it because it's not an annual event. So if you're in Perth around late September or early October, definitely check if it's happening. It left us completely speechless.
we decided to make the turtle bags and we drew the picture, and the money went to the Perth Zoo so they could go to the Western Swamp Tortoise breeding program.
One of the highlights of our many visits to Fremantle, or Freo as the locals call it, was a tour to Fremantle Prison, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are 4 different tours to choose from, and we went with the Behind Bars tour. It dives into the history of this maximum security prison which operated from 1887 to 1991.
We were shocked by how recent much of its history was. Walking through the old cells, hearing about the daily routine of the prisoners, and learning about life behind these bars was eye-opening. The tour was $23 each, lasted about 75 minutes, and was totally worth it. If you're in Fremantle, this is a must-do.
From there, we made our way to the WA Shipwreck Museum. Australia's coastline is infamous for being treacherous, and this museum does an incredible job of showcasing that history. And the best part? It's completely free.
The main attraction is the reconstructed remains of the VOC ship Batava, which wrecked off the coast of WA in the 1600s. The story behind it is intense. There were mutinies, massacres, and survival against all odds. Seeing the massive timbers of the ship and learning about the artifacts they recovered was fascinating. Next, we wandered around the Fremantle Harbour area, and as music fans, we had to stop by the statue of Bon Scott, the legendary AC/DC frontman who spent his childhood in Freo. It's such a cool tribute to one of rock's greatest voices.
And just down the harbour, we popped into Cicerello's, a famous seafood restaurant in Fremantle. We weren't there for the food, but we wanted to check out WA's largest private free aquarium inside. It's definitively worth stopping in for a look.
Then we walked over to Bathurst Beach, which is small but very beautiful. Speaking of history, we also visited the Roundhouse, which is the oldest public building in Western Australia. It was built in 1831 to hold convicts, and it's perched up on a hill with an amazing view over the water.
Somehow I ended up in the pillory. It was a fun little photo op, but standing there imagining what it was like for prisoners back in the day made me very grateful it was just for fun.
We love Fremantle so much that we visited a couple times. We really enjoy markets, so a visit to the Fremantle Markets was a must. The market is only open on weekends, and the atmosphere and vibe of this area is contagious.
We joined fellow travelers and our good friends Karina and Michael and spent a really fun day together. We bought chocolate popcorn from Popcornery, and it was so delicious that it didn't even survive to the next day. And we also couldn't resist the free wine tasting from Purple Rain Wine. We came home with a couple bottles of their local wines.
There are a ton of food options at the market. We decided on a delicious gosleme, a Turkish quesadilla grilled with feta cheese and spinach.
We then continued to the famous Little Creatures Brewery. Karina and I had a crispy ginger beer, while Michael and James had a delicious Little Creatures Pale Ale. Little Creatures is a must visit in Perth. Thank you, Karina and Michael, for a great day. We can't wait to see you again somewhere in the world. Cheers!
Hey,
Another cool stop was the Containbow. This massive artwork is made from shipping containers, and it's such a colorful landmark.
Yeah. A rush, it's something got me seeing stars. I fall apart, this crush is gonna crush my heart. So lush, I'm loving lying.
For a coffee break, we found a great spot in Fremantle's Old Town, DaRawNature Studio Gallery Coffee. It's got a really cool artsy vibe, and their cafe lattes were exactly what we needed after all that exploring.
I lose my mind, falling for it every time. Drowning the dead in the blue in your eyes. It's like a rush, it's something got me seeing stars. I fall apart, this crush is gonna crush my heart. So lush, I'm loving lying in your arms. I fall apart, this crush is gonna crush my heart.
We wrapped up our day at the Running with Thieves Brewery. This place has got a great relaxed atmosphere, good beer, and best of all, it's dog friendly. Whiskey was happy to join us while we sat outside soaking up the sun with a refreshingly spicy ginger beer.
Drifting out of
Fremantle really blew us away. It's got so much character, from its history to its waterfront to its awesome market. Whether you're into history, music, or just a laid-back coastal vibe, there's something for everyone here.
The beaches in Perth are incredible. Miles and miles of pristine coastline and the bright blue Indian Ocean. We started at Scarborough Beach, or Scars as the locals call it. It's got a cool surf culture and a vibe that reminds us a lot of Ocean Beach in San Diego. Located right at the beach is the Snake Pit Skate Park, which was a lot of fun to watch. After a coffee at Livid Skate Cafe, a coffee and skate shop, we went down to watch the surfers.
You might already know that we do house sitting to get some much needed pet love and to support our travels. Our amazing house sit dog Whiskey's favorite beach was Leighton Beach, so we went there often for fun long beach walks in the sunshine. The Beach Bus Café nearby became our go-to spot for avotos, acai bowls, and iced coffees. So good. And of course, we couldn't skip Cottesloe Beach, one of Perth's most famous beaches. We stumbled upon a really cool sundial.
and soaked in the beautiful views of the ocean with whiskey. We also witnessed something really special.
We're here at Cottesloe Beach and we saw a lot of young guys, young people in school uniforms, and we asked what's going on. It's Graduation Day and their tradition is to go take a dip in the ocean today. A visit to Perth isn't complete without making a trip to Rottnest Island, or Rotto as the Aussies say. It's just a short ferry ride from Perth, but it feels like another world.
I'm okay anyway. I wanna shake it out, toss my body.
As soon as we got off the boat, we met the island's cutest locals, the quokkas. They're even more adorable in real life, and they really do smile.
Get the way I move, I like it the way I do, I like it the way I move.
We explored the island with rented bikes. Unfortunately, the e-bikes were sold out, so we had to settle for these old-fashioned bikes. The cycling was challenging, but it was worth it for the views.
Pretty little comeback kids are waking up from where they've been in the dark. I don't wanna stay inside, I'm gonna keep on dancing even after I'm gone. I just wanna shake it out, turn my weekend upside down all the way. Ooh, I like it the way I move, I like it the way I move, I like it the way I move, I like it.
We stopped everywhere, not only to get a rest from the old bikes, but also to soak in the unreal scenery. Crystal clear water in every shade of blue imaginable, and white sandy beaches, so unbelievably beautiful.
The way I move, I like it the way I move, I like it the way I move,
Even though we didn't see the entire island, we still had the best time and are so happy that we got to see Rottnest Island. If you're in Perth, don't miss it, and if you want to see more, check out our full Rottnest Island video.
the way I move, I like it the way I do, I like it the way I move.
Getting around in Perth is really easy. You have trains and buses. And as we arrived, we got the Smart Rider. The Smart Rider itself is $10 and you have to top it up with minimum $10, and then you can use it for tap in and out of all the trains and buses. And the good thing about this, if you have this card, all rides on Sundays are also free. to get around if you don't want to use train or pay for buses is the cat. There are several lines and they are free and they cover the whole CBD, and it's easy to spot them because they have a black cat in front.
Perth might not have Melbourne's famous coffee scene, but we still found some fantastic spots for a delicious cuppa.
We love starting our day with a great coffee, and one of our favorites was O Coffee in Fremantle. We popped in for a flat white and it was smooth, rich, and just what we needed.
Then in Leaderville, we stopped at Café LA. We had oat milk lattes and they were so delicious.
But our absolute favorite coffee experience in Perth was at Giant Coffee in the CBD. It's tucked down an alleyway, so it feels a bit hidden, but totally worth seeking out.
Traveling in Seoul, we like to have a Einspanner, or I don't know how you say it in English, Einspanner probably. And we loved it. So as we came here to Perth and we found that Giant Coffee is serving the same thing, of course we have to try it. So good.
Perth was everything we had dreamt of and more. With its rich culture, natural beauty, laid-back feeling, and happy locals, it's a city we can't wait to return to.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave us a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can join us on more adventures around the world. Happy traveling!